So this lens right here is the Rokinon 85mm T1.5 lens. Now there's two versions of this lens. I have the cinema version, which has cinema gears and a declicked aperture. It's meant for video work, but there's also a photo version, so I'll link both of them down below depending on what you're gonna use these lenses for. But both versions don't have autofocus, but this lens right here is something special. This lens just reminds me so much of a vintage lens because of the characteristics of the bokeh. Just how everything looks with this lens is super, super stylized, and I don't know, there's just something special about it. It's just such an awesome lens. And this lens is also tack sharp, especially if you stop down to like f2.8. This is an 85mm lens, which is getting onto the telephoto side. This is, you know, a pretty long lens, especially without a speed booster. It's equivalent to like 120mm, something like that. I don't know exactly, but this is definitely a telephoto lens. So this lens is amazing if you're going to be taking portraits of people. This lens at T1.5 or f1.4 on the photo version at 85mm creates such amazing background separation and compression. It just makes everything look amazing. Now the downside to it is it doesn't have autofocus. So for something like what I'm doing right now, it really isn't that good because obviously it's so far away from me. I can't fine tune the focus to make sure I'm in focus. But if you're the one behind the camera, if you're taking pictures of other people or other things, this lens is perfect as long as you can nail the manual focus. Now the only other downside to this lens that I can think of is that it has a pretty long minimum focus distance. For times that I wanted to get like product B-roll or, you know, like product shots, it's really hard to do that, especially on anything smaller than, you know, a few feet tall or wide. So like I've tried to take nice close-ups of cameras or lenses, and you just cannot get close enough to get, you know, a good product image. So if you're looking at taking really close-up product shots with this, I wouldn't recommend it, but for portraits of people or animals or things like that where you don't need to get obviously super close, this lens is seriously beautiful. It creates amazing pictures and videos. So either way, that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope this helped you out. If it did, go down and drop a like and feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a good morning or afternoon or night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you in the next video.